What's good? Back again with another reaction to this video. Oh, man, we're gonna be reacting to rappers that unfortunately got unalived on Drills Part 2. I didn't even know there was Part 1. If y'all want me to react to Part 1, let me know in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Funda. We done a couple of videos with them before. Original video link in the description as always. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your ready. Hopefully it's already rolled up. It's fat. You know what I'm saying? It's already like using the new lyrical lemonade cross to raw papers because it got the little lemon terps on it. You know. Anyways, go ahead and call your homegirl. Go ahead and call your girl. Go ahead and call everyone it is that you want to watch this video with. Make sure they bring you some food, some like yogurt, yo plate, because I know you lit as heck. You know what I'm saying? I know you took some little eddies too, bro. I know you lifted. You cloud nine, because that's how we rock over here. You heard me? Let's get on with this video. Let's check it out. See what's up. Shout out to Fun again.
When you're in the streets, your enemies are just as dangerous as you.
In the
just
streets?
Because you strike them first doesn't mean they won't come back at you with the same or
rush
greater
hour.
ferocity. In
Rush
this
hour
video,
one.
we'll be telling the stories of two rappers that died while carrying out attacks on their enemies. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Please like, comment, subscribe, watch to the end. You know what I'm saying? Of Earl Swavey.
Earl Swavey, real name
bro.
Earl Hatton, was a rapper / gang member from South Central Los Angeles.
Right.
More specifically, he was from the Athens Park neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
This was a rough area to grow up in, as it was a gang-infested neighborhood with a high crime rate. This area was the home of the Athens Park Bloods. Their territory stretches from Figueroa Ave to Avalon Boulevard. The Athens Park Bloods have been running that area for over 4 decades, dating back to the 1970s. The area has been raided by the police on numerous occasions, most notably in 2009 when the police conducted Operation Blood Clout, in which 20 members of the Athens Park Bloods were arrested and large quantities of narcotics and firearms were seized. As you can imagine, Earl went through a lot of adversity growing up. His father,
but see, those raids don't stop it, bro. If they're targeting hoods like that, bro, you know the next person's gonna take that spot, and this is gonna continue and continue and continue. You know what I'm saying?
That's killed crazy. When he was just 2 years old.
Damn.
So he grew up in a single mother household. As a result, he was just 2 years. Earl went through a lot of adversity growing up. His father was killed when he was just 2 years old, so he grew up in a single mother household. As a result, he had to grow up fast. Growing up in these rough circumstances and in this gang-ridden environment, Earl would get drawn into the street life. He became a member of the Athens Park Bloods. The Athens Park Bloods are allied with the Denver Lane Bloods and the Miller Gangster Bloods. They primarily beat...
Hey, y'all in LA, let me know where they're at below. Geographically, I don't know where they're at. That's crazy.
Beef with the Raymond Ave Crips and the East Coast Crips.
Okay.
As it goes in the streets, Earl went through many tough moments. On one occasion, he got stabbed in the neck and narrowly survived his injuries. And on another occasion, he got shot but survived his injuries. Outside of the gangster lifestyle he was living, Earl was passionate about making music. His mother would play him old school music as a kid, and this would nourish a love of music in his heart. He initially started rapping after being inspired by his brother and his cousin, the famous rapper J-Rock, that's a frequent collaborator of Kendrick Lamar. One day, Earl's friend named Buddha took him into the studio and gave him a beat to rap on. Earl used this beat to make his first ever song called Go So Hard. After this, he made another song with Buddha, then performed at a local rap show in Watts, and this gave him the motivation to pursue a rap career. Earl would go on to release numerous songs and mixtapes, and he started to build a buzz around his name. Eventually, one of the founding members of famous rap group ASAP Mob, named ASAP Yams, would discover him and become a big
R.I.P., you know what I'm saying?
Big supporter. Yams wanted to sign him and help him reach new heights in the music industry. Yams took him to places like New York and events like Coachella to show him what the music industry is really like. Sadly, Yams would pass away in 2015 before he could sign Earl and help his rap career take off. In the years following, Earl would continue to release music, but he would never leave the streets alone. This would ultimately lead to a shocking death.
Police say the suspect came up to the party and fired into the crowd, and at least 5 people were hit and injured. Someone from inside the party fired back and struck the gunman. He crashed his car a few blocks away and later died at the hospital.
On January 9th,
was that him? What?
2022, Earl and a group of Bloods went to a party in South Central. While at the party, they spotted some of their ops there, allegedly members of the East Coast Crips. After they spotted their ops, they left the party, then came back in a car and allegedly started shooting up the party from their vehicle. At least 5 people were hit by gunfire and dozens of shots were fired. As they finished shooting and attempted to flee the scene, someone from inside the party fired back and shot up their vehicle. Earl was the one driving and ended up crashing into a mobile home nearby after one of the bullets fired into his car went through his back and directly struck his heart. The 5 other people in the car with Earl survived their injuries. However, Earl would succumb to his injuries and be pronounced dead at just 26 years old. Unfortunately, the streets were too tempting for him to leave behind.
The life and death of Notti Osama?
Notti Osama, real name Ethan Reyes, was born on January 17, 2008 in New
2008, bro? Oh my God, bro isn't even 20 yet.
York City, more specifically, Harlem, New York. He was from the Sugar Hill section of Harlem and built a name for himself there. Despite his young age, Notti was gangbanging and in the streets. He was a member of a Sugar Hill-based gang.
It be like that. I've seen someone as young as 12 years old rapping the set, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't surprising. That's how the streets are. That's for a lot of you youngins, bro. Don't think just because you're young, you're invincible. Y'all could get it too. You know what I'm saying? And it happens. I lost my first homie when I was like 13 years old. I remember that, bro. R.I.P. the dog. But if y'all on the fence about this, don't do it. That's all I can say, bro. But shout out to little bro and R.I.P. to him. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to his family and everyone who cared about him. You know
Called the OY. The OY beef with various factions throughout the Bronx and Harlem. They beef with the YGs, Drilly Gang, DOA, Tuwu, 9-Rack, and the OGs. They actually used to be allied with the OGs, who reside in the Bronx, but they recently started beefing with each other. Notti and his older brother Notti Osama both became rappers, and all of their music was about their life in the streets. Although he was just 14, Notti was heavily entrenched in the street life, and he displayed this in his music. Many of his songs served as diss tracks to rival gangs and mocked the deaths of rival gang members. Sadly, Notti would never get the chance to turn his life around as the streets would catch up to him. On July 9th, 2022, Notti and 2 of his friends were walking down 137th Street and Broadway when they came across a 15-year-old rival gang member named K-Dot, who went into the train station to catch an uptown train. K-Dot was an affiliate of the gang 9-Rack, which, as I mentioned earlier, has beef with Notti's gang, the OY. Notti grabbed a broomstick, and he and his friends followed K-Dot into the station. They cornered him at the north end of the platform, then Notti hit him with the broomstick. In an act of self-defense, K-Dot pulled out a knife and lunged at Notti, striking him in the abdomen with the blade. One of Notti's friends also swung a sharp object at K-Dot, then Notti, despite having been stabbed, pushed K-Dot onto the train tracks where he landed on his back. K-Dot then climbed up and fled the station as Notti staggered down the platform and collapsed on the staircase. Notti sustained a serious injury to his liver as a result of the stabbing and would ultimately pass away a short time later as emergency medical services transferred him to a hospital. Notti would be officially pronounced dead at just 14 years old. K-Dot was arrested a few hours later, and he was interviewed by NYPD detectives and DA investigators. He was also treated at a hospital for an injured back and 2 punctured wounds to his left hip that were sustained in the altercation. K-Dot was initially charged with second-degree murder for this, but prosecutors downgraded the charges to first-degree manslaughter after learning Notti had cornered K-Dot and confronted him with a broomstick. In the end, all of K-Dot's criminal charges were dropped as prosecutors were not confident they could disprove beyond a reasonable doubt that he acted out of self-defense. Following Notti's death, his brother, Notti Osama's music career really started to take off, and he has made sure to honor Notti's life every step of the way. Stay out of the...
Hey, they say Nah, I ain't gonna say that. But anyways, hey, shout out to New York, shout out to Memphis, bro. It's unfortunate that, or Memphis. Shout out to New York and shout out to LA, South Central. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are riders and steppers out there, and that's crazy. 14 years old, bro, took one to the gut, and the other dog beat it. It was self-defense. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Running down the person you see nothing but red, but hey, all I can say is my condolences. And street life is crazy. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments below. RIP to the people that we spoke about in here. Condolences to their family. Y'all made it to the end. Appreciate it. Gang, with that, I'm going to let y'all go. We out.